ॐ ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
ॐ ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
ॐ सहनाववतु
ॐ सहनाववतु
सहनौ भुनक्तु
सहनौ भुनक्तु
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवत्वेषिणीम्।
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्।
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः।
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः।
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः
यस्यान्तन्न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
यस्यां तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम्।
जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम्।
यो एवं यो वेत्ति तत्त्वतः।
एवं यो वेत्ति तत्त्वतः
त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म।
त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म
नैति मामेति सोऽर्जुन।
नैति मामेति सोऽर्जुन।
वीतरागभयक्रोधाः
वीतराह भयक्रोधाः
मन्मया मामुपाश्रिताः।
मन्मया मामुपाश्रिताः
बहवो ज्ञानतपसा
बहवो ज्ञानतपसा
पूता मद्भावमागताः।
आगताः
ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते
ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते
तांस्तथैव भजाम्यहम्।
तांस्तथैव भजाम्यहम्।
मम वर्त्मानुवर्तन्ते
मम वर्तमानुवर्तन्ते
मनुष्याः पार्थ सर्वशः।
मनुष्या पार्थ सर्वशः
काङ्क्षतः कर्मणां सिद्धिम्।
काङ्क्षतः कर्मणां सिद्धिम्।
यजन्त इह देवताः
यजन्त इह देवताः
क्षिप्रं हि मानुषे लोके।
क्षिप्रं हि मानुषे लोके
सिद्धिर्भवति कर्मजा
सिद्धिर्भवति कर्मजा
चातुर्वर्ण्यं मया सृष्टम्।
चातुर्वर्ण्यं मया सृष्टम्।
गुणकर्म विभागशः
गुणकर्मविभागशः
तस्य कर्तारमपि माम्
तस्य कर्तारमपि माम्
विद्यकर्तारमव्ययम्।
विद्यकर्तारमव्ययम्।
In ninth verse, Bhagavan has again picked up a topic of Gnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. The name of chapter is Karma Sannyasa. But how we can renunciate karma? We cannot renunciate, but Gnana Karma, with a knowledge of about oneself, one can renunciate. That topic again Bhagavan has picked up. And Bhagavan says in ninth verse, Tattvataha yaha mam vetti, one who knows me in reality. And in which way? So my birth is also divine, and even all my action is also divine. One who knows in reality, that person also, tyaktva deham, having given up this body after death, punarjanma na eti, he never get rebirth, but Mameti, Bhagavan says that person attains me, he comes to me. And What are the criteria? Which people can attain Ishvara? So Bhagavan says in 10th verse, Vitaraga bhayakrodhaha manmayaha mam upashritaha bahavaha jnana tapasa putaha madbhavam agataha. So one who can attain Bhagavan, madbhavam agataha, same meaning, mameti. But Bhagavan says, from whom anger, fear, and attachment, over attachment, vitaha, has gone, manmayaha, a total resolved in me, mam upashritaha, meaning they are totally surrendered to me, and again, gnana tapasa putaha. Here the meaning of tapas means to know about oneself. Jnana tapasa, here tapas is not simple sitting under the tree and do something. But here tapas means one who try to understand who am I. It's called Gnana tapasa, and by Shravan Manan Nididhyasanam, Putaha means totally they know about oneself. Such person Madhabhava Magataha. So they will get me. And then Shankaracharya ji has raised one question. Then Bhagwan is look little bit partial. Why all people are not coming to Ishvara? Only why few people? The answer is given in 11th verse, and Bhagwan says in 11th verse that we have also seen, Ye yatha mam prapadyante tans tatheva bhajamyaham. Ye yatha mam. Ye means a people, yatha, in whichever way, mam prapadyante, they surrender me. They ask me, tan, to all of them, tatheva, what they ask, same way I bless them. If somebody asks money, I bless with money. Somebody asks with son, give me son, then Bhagwan asks with son. If somebody asks moksha, then only I can give me. That's why Bhagwan says, Ye yathamam prapadyante, tans tatheva bhajamyaham, mama vartma anuvartante. Manushyaha, all human being, sarvashaha, in all way, whatever they want, they come to me. Mama Vartma. If they are interested in worldly goal, materialistic goal, they also come to Ishvara. One who knows Ishvara, they also come to Ishvara. So Sarvasha, in all way, either they are in, they want worldly goal, they go to Ishvara. If somebody would like to Swarga, they also come to Ishvara, and somebody would like to Moksha, all. So sarvasha means in all way. People, mama vartma, the meaning of vartma means path. Anuvartante, they follow me. In 12th verse we have seen karma jaha siddhi bhavati. Somebody says why people are not taking to moksha, they are not taking that pursuit. So Bhagavan says in karma jaha siddhi bhavati. Karmaja means a result, siddhi means result, is born by karma. Kshipram, it is very immediate. That's why people are always interested in small goal, not a big goal. The small goal is they want like to some money. They do some prayers, they will get it. But somebody says, I need moksha. For moksha, need a lot of time. That's why they are not interested. So kankshataha karmanam siddhim. Some small result, if they need, desire, then iha devataha yajante. They worship Indra Devta, Agni Devta, and in this word, karma jaha kshipram siddhi bhavati. Small act will give immediate result, but immediate result will go also immediate. That they don't know. But Bhagavan says, for small result, they ask for small devta, not to me. We have seen this much. Now is a very critical. In his 13th verse, Bhagavan says, Chaturvarnyam maya srishtam guna karma vibhagashah. Bhagavan says, I have created. Maya srishtam is the main. By me is a created what? Chaturvarnyam. For Varnashram Dharma is a 4 in number, is 4 in division, but the Varna is, this Varnam is divided by birth. Bhagavan says, no, Guna Karma Vibhagashah. Guna Vibhagashah in Karma. This division is made by, on the basis of Sattva Rajastama and on the basis of which karma. And Bhagavan says, whole Srishtam Aham Kartaram. I am a creator of whole world, but still you should, Mam Vidhi, you should know me, Akartaram Avyayam. I have not created anything. At the same time, I never change. Avyayam. Now we are in this verse. Let's see. Maya gunakarma vibhagashah chaturvarnyam srishtam. By me, whole 4 varna is created, but on the basis of division of guna vibhagashah, karma vibhagashah, tasya kartaram api, mam avyayam akartaram vidhi. In spite of I am a creator of whole world, but still you should know me, akartaram. I am not a creator. At the same time, I never change, avyayam. Here Bhagavan has mentioned only Varna, but really speaking, in Veda, always say Varnashram Dharma, not only Varna Dharma. So always, that's why I have written, by Bhagavan is created 2 type of division. One is called Ashram Dharma and another is called Varna Dharma. In spite, Bhagavan has not mentioned what is Ashram Dharma, but still we will see what is Ashram Dharma. In all division, somebody says, why Bhagavan has done everything? It was discussing, so I would like to say, this division is not Bhagavan's happiness, but this happiness, Bhagavan has given this division for the inner growth, our inner growth. For human being inner growth, Bhagavan has given this type of division. So first, we will see, even Bhagavan has not given, but what are the ashram dharma? Dharma means duty. Ashram means ashram. Really speaking, the meaning, if we, etymology of ashram, we will see, the meaning is asamantat shramayati iti ashramah, where people can have, ashramayati means they can relieve from their whatever they have effort. One who can relieve from their effort is called ashrama. But total how many ashrama? So as we know, there are 4 ashrama. It's called Brahmacharya ashrama. Second one is called Gruhastha ashrama, Vanaprastha, and last is called Sannyasa. So what is Brahmacharya ashram? So the Brahmacharya ashram in previous time, it start at the age of 8 to 20, 8 to 12 years. And it's called really student life, brahmachari. And what they teach in their student life, so they teach about goals of life. And which are the goals? So I have written, one is material goal. In this word, what you want and how you can get all your material goal is also taught by rishis in Brahmacharya ashram. Same way, spiritual goal also. Why we are born, that also have been taught by rishis. They educate in both ways. What are a material goal? At the same time, what are the spiritual goal? And during this teaching for 12 years, they don't have any type of responsibility. Nothing they have to do. They are totally free. And after age of 20, now they are given a choice by rishis. Which ashram you will select? Really speaking, it's called convocation. Like we have convocation, even after the age of 20, they have convocation. And in Sanskritam, it's called avabhrutha in technical way. But during this convocation, teacher asked to brahmachari, what you would like to choose, grihasthashram or sannyasashram, because both has been taught, no? Because material goal as well as spiritual goal. So generally, they always take material goal. And if somebody says only, okay, I am interested only Atma Gnanam, so directly they can also enter in sannyasa. But generally, brahmachari enters in grihasthashram. Even there is a one line in Veda also, nobody can live even single life without any ashram. If brahmachari, then they have to live in brahmachari ashram. Immediately, they have to enter in grihastha. Immediately, they have to get married. They cannot live. So immediately, grihasthashram start after brahmacharya. And what is the purpose of grihasthashram? So they say they have what they have learned, in during brahmacharya ashram, during Veda. How can you get your material goal successful? So they put in implementation. And there are many desire who enters in grihasthashram. So I have written, they also want name, they need fame, even they want money, they want children, they want power also. Everything they can earn legitimately. They can name, fame, money, power, everything they can earn legitimately. Everything is given in Shastra. How can you get all name, fame? And plus, in what is the main goal of grihasthashram, we can let go our ego. In grihasthashram, where our ego can go, because person has to live with wife, with family, and whatever our desire cannot be fulfilled every time. So at that time we start to let go our desire. And if we can let go our desire without any complaint in family, it's called maturity. That's why only grihasthashram is necessary. It's for inner growth, for maturity. Grihasthashram is the best place, because we have also supporting system. We have all family members. We are not alone. At the same time, our inner growth can also take place. So that's why in grihasthashram, and not only we are focused, even Veda says, you should not focus only name, fame, money or power, but also you have to serve society. So what we have learned in third chapter, all Pancha Mahayagna, also compulsory by all grihastha householders, Deva Yagna, Pitru Yagna, Brahma Yagna, Manusha Yagna and Bhuta Yagna. We are indebted to Ishvara, we are indebted to our forefathers, we are indebted to Vedas, we are indebted to other human beings, and we are indebted to whole surrounding system, all other beings. So we have to serve them. It's called Deva Yagna, Pitru Yagna. After living many years in Grihastha ashram, and our it says when children are grown and all responsibilities are over, then person can switch over from Grihastha ashram to Vanaprastha ashram. Age is not fixed in Vanaprastha. At any age, person can enter in Vanaprastha. So age is not given. And in Vanaprastha ashram, what is the main goal? So main goal is, during Grihastha ashram, we are always extroverted. But now in Vanaprastha ashram, is we try to become more and more inward. So they have focus on upasana. They are focusing on meditation, japa. Even they can live in the house, need not to give up the house. A person can leave the house, but at the same time, they are not connected with family members. They are living their own room without connecting the family. They can have their meal, but whole focus in meditation and japa. It's called Vanaprastha ashram. And when person is fully matured and they understand the meaning of what is the upasana, what is the japa, and what is the importance of sannyas ashram, then only they have to switch. Otherwise, vanaprastha is good enough. There is no need to enter in sannyas ashram. So it says, last is called sannyas ashram. And what is the sannyas ashram? In vanaprastha, upasana is predominant. But here, gnana pradhanam, more shravanam, mananam, nididhyasanam is predominant. And generally, always it's called vividisha sannyas, veditum ichha. It's called vividisha. There are two types of sannyas. One is called vidvat sannyas, another is called vividisha. Vidvat is like Janaka Muni, Janaka Raja, King Janaka. If he thinks, I would like to take sannyasa, in spite of householder, he has self-knowledge. If he enters in sannyas ashram, it's called vidvat sannyas. But if person doesn't know who am I, but he would interested who am I, then if he takes sannyasa, that sannyasa is called vividisha. Veditum to know oneself is called. And here in sannyasa is totally free. Totally free means no responsibility, no connection with even family member. It says, and it's also true, before taking sannyasa, sannyasi has taken pitrutarpana for oneself. So nobody will do now pitrutarpana. So everything, all rituals are over. Even it considered as a ghost. When we have done our tarpana, in spite of living of this body's tarpana, so what does it mean? We are ghost, no? Bhuta. But that's why sannyasi are not allowed in marriage mandapam. It considered as a apshukanam. It's not good. He should not invite. He can go in reception for bless them, but in mandapa, nobody can enter. Sannyasi should not enter. Because he is not, he is a living ghost. That's why. But in sannyasa, it says, it is a no competition. Only person can focus in japa, shravan, manan, nididhyasan. And lastly, he can free. He can have knowledge. That's why ashram dharma has given for inner growth. Not Bhagavan has some fun, and that's why he has the division of 4 ashrama. But really speaking, for inner growth, people unknowingly can have their inner growth. That's why Bhagavan has prepared ashrama dharma. At the same time, Bhagavan has created also varnashram. So chaturvarnyam, the meaning of chaturvarnyam is division of 4 varna on the basis of what? Guna karma vibhagasha. But how many varna? So there are many controversies. That's why I would like to share in detail. There are 4 varnas. One is called Brahmana. One is called Kshatriya. One is called Vaishya. One is called Shudra. So what is the meaning of Brahmana? What is Kshatriya? What is Vaishya and Shudra? Generally, it says We in India, they say, by birth, who is Brahmana is Brahmana. There is a tradition, but really speaking, in our Vedas is not given like that. Brahmana on the basis of what? So Bhagavan says, Gunataha Vibhagataha. This division basis of on what? So Bhagavan says, Karmataha, according to which type of activity person does. That's why division has done. So what type of total, how many gunas? So that's why I have said it's given in 14th chapter, but I have given only one. So we have mixture of three guna, sattva, rajas and tamas. And what are the lakshanam, characteristics, nature of sattva guna? So it's given in 14th chapter, prakashakam, anamayam. Prakashakam means clarity in thinking. If person has clarity in thinking, it's called our sattva guna is predominant. If person has calm mind, we have sattva guna. If person is free from tension, doesn't have, in spite of tension, if person doesn't feel any tension, so we can say we are sattva guna predominant. So sattva guna always prakashakam, brilliance. And anamaya. Amaya means disease. Anamaya means without any disease. But here disease is not physical, internal. Particularly all mental stress. But in Sattva Guna, if we have, so no mental stress. So Sattva Guna. So what is the nature of Rajo Guna? It says Ragatmakam is given in 14th chapter. But Ragatmakam means a nature of attachment. We would like to attach with someone. Maybe person, maybe some relationship, maybe something or something, some situation. Ragatmakam vidhi. That's why nature of attachment. That person is always extrovert. They love to relate different people and things. Person cannot sit calm. Always doing some or other activity. Is called Rajoguna predominant. And last one is called Tamoguna. Bhagavan says Mohanatmakam in 14th chapter. But Tamogun when predominant, then person is deluded. He cannot take proper decision and Swayam confused, Anyan confusiyati. He makes others also confused. This is the nature of Tamoguna. On that base, who is Brahmana, who is Kshatriya, who is Vaishya, and who is Shudra. So let's see now. So first, who is Guna Brahmana? Bhagavan says Guna Karma Vibhagashaha, no? Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. So who is Guna Brahmana? So I have written in which person Sattva is predominant, Rajas is in middle and Tamas is very less. That person is called Guna Brahmana. And what are the characteristics? That person is tranquil without taking any tranquilizer. He's always tranquil. He is intellectual. One ready to learn. They're always interested to get more and more knowledge. And one who can contemplate. This is called Guna Brahmana. In a person, any part of the world, if person has such quality, that person is called Brahmana. Not only one who borns in India with Brahman family. One who are interested in such quality, they all are called Brahmana, Guna Brahmana. Same way, who is Guna Kshatriya? So it says, in Rajogun is predominant. Sattva is in middle and Tamas is very least, very less. It's called Guna Kshatriya. When Rajasa is predominant, no, that person is always active. Being Rajas is predominant. But this Rajas is backed by Sattva. So if person is always active, but their activity is not for oneself, it's selfless activity. So all king consider selfless activity. And if person, one who has this quality in whole world, that person is called Guna Kshatriya. Not only in India, all over the world. It's called Guna Kshatriya. And who is now Guna Vaishya? In Guna Vaishya, Bhagavan says, Rajas is predominant, but it's backed by Tamas. In Kshatriya, Rajas is predominant, but backed by Sattva. But in Guna Vaishya, Rajas is predominant, but it is backed by Tamas. Sattva is least. So if this person is also highly active because Rajas is predominant, but this Rajas is backed by Tamas, that person is selfish. Here, Sattva is with Rajas, is selfless. But here, Vaishya is always selfish. And their focus were, whenever with whom I should relate, what is the benefit? What is the profit? One who thinks like that, that person is called Guna Vaishya. One who is always selfish, not selfless. It's called Guna Vaishya. And last, Guna Shudra. People always condemned Shudra. But who is the Shudra? Bhagavan says, in whom Tamas is, this all is given in Bhashyam, not is anybody. Shankaracharya is given, so Tamas is predominant, Rajas is middle, and Sattva is very less. When Tamas is maximum, that person is active but is backed by Rajas. That person is active but his or her activity is mechanical because no Sattva. Being mechanical, that person, whatever we ask them to do, they keep on doing without using their intellect because predominant is Tamas. Active because of Rajas, but no Sattva, so they never uses their brain. What to do, how to do. This division is called Gunataha. But Bhagavan not says only Gunataha, Bhagavan says both. Then what is karma? So Bhagavan says now, what is the karma division? So like a Guna Brahmana, Guna Kshatriya, Guna Vaishya, Guna Shudra, same way, Karma Brahmana, Karma Kshatriya, Karma Vaishya and Karma Shudra. So who can we can tell this person is Karma Brahmana? So it says all activities are based on creativity. One who is like to create something, creativity, one who are interested in education, one who are interested in research, all are come under Karma Brahmana. So who always like to learn are called Karma Brahmana. And who are comes under, so they are interested in teaching, either maybe spiritual or material, whatever, but they are interested in teaching, all are called Karma Brahmana. And scientist, musician, artist, teacher, etc., they all are come under Karma Brahmana. And what they do, unknowingly what they are doing, they are protecting and maintain their culture, whatever. If they are in America, if they are in Africa, everybody has their own culture, are protected by this Karma Brahmana, knowingly, unknowingly. Then, who is Karma Kshatriya? They are also do activity. Karma means which type of karma this Kshatriya does. So they always like administration, to maintain law and order, defense, take care of society, even to rule government, all comes under Kshatriya, Karma Kshatriya. So we can say all lawyers, military forces, police, coast guard, all politicians, good politicians are come under Karma Kshatriya. And what is their main focus is to protect society. Here they protect our culture, Karma Brahmana. This Karma Kshatriya's main activity is to protect society. And now, who is Karma Vaishya? So it says, one who are interested in business, agriculture, industry, trading, all are called Karma Vaishya. Maybe farmers, traders, businessmen. And what is their duty? They maintain economy of whole society. This Karma Vaishya. And same way, who is Karma Shudra? If somebody asks, then Karma Shudra is, they do all activities, Shudra, but this which is helpful to other three divisions. So which need work mechanically. They mechanically helpful to Karma Brahmana, they are mechanically helpful to Karma Kshatriya, they are mechanically helpful to Karma Vaishya. So Shudra is also same important in our society. If somebody says we are on strike, so what will happen to factory? So all are important. Even Shudra is in our culture, they are always respectful. Nowadays everything is changed, but during Veda time, all are respectful. So this is the division of Karmataha. So there are Karmataha Brahmana, Karmataha Kshatriya, Karmataha Vaishya, and Karmataha Shudra. And now, if I ask, there is a teacher, some teacher is there. His or her profession is teaching. So we can say is Karmatah Brahmana. But if we ask, why are you teaching? So what would be the answer? For my benefit. So there becomes Gunatah Vaishya. Because here Vaishya means they are always selfish. They are always, their motive is what is the profit. So nowadays even teacher as Karmatah, they are Brahmana, but Gunatah, they are Vaishya. So how can we say in black and white, this is a Brahmana, which is Kshatriya, this is Shudra? We can't say anything. Even in 18th chapter, Bhagavan has given what are the karmas of Brahmana, what are the karma of Kshatriya, what are the karma of Vaishya and Shudra. This is the 18th chapter, 42 verse. Bhagavan says, Brahma karma svabhavajam. This is the activity of Brahmana. And which are the activity of Brahmana? So, Shamaha, Damaha, Tapaha, Shaucham, Kshantihi, Arjavam, Gnana Vignanam, Astikyam. It's called Brahma Karma Svabhavajam. One who has natural tendency to keep mind in balance, one who has natural tendency of Dhamma, to keep all organs under control, one who is given to discipline, Shaucham, who is always inside and outside clean, Kshantihi, one who is always accommodate everyone, Arjavam, who is alignment, what the person thinks, so speak, so that do, is called Arjavam, Gnanam Vignanam, who is always interested in knowledge, Astikyam, means one who is always give Pramana Buddhi to Vedas, is called Astikyam, it's called Brahma Karma. Same way Kshatra Karma. Shauryam, one who has valor, brilliance, dhruti, means who can resolve. Daksham, who has skillfulness, Yuddhe apalayanam, who never run away from the conflict, Danam, who is always contributor, Ishwarasya bhavaha, overlordship, Kshatriya karma swabhavajam. This is the karma of Kshatriya, and who are Vaishya and Shudra. Bhagavan has finished in one shloka. He says, Krushi, Goraksha, Vanidyam, Vaishya karma swabhavajam. Natural, swabhavajam is naturally, Bhagavan says. Krushi means agriculture. Gauraksha means all our tending cows and all animals. Vanidyam means commerce, economy. Vaishya karma and paricharyatmakam karma, who can serve others. Even Shishya is serving teacher also, is also considered. It is Shudra karma, but it's not Shudra. But Shudra Swabhavajam. And Bhagavan even says, Sve Sve Karmani Abhirataha. All this Brahmana, Kshatriya, Shudra, if they are always given to their own karma, then Sansiddhim Labhate. They will get success. And then, what is the meaning of Siddhi? You know, Bhagavan says, purification of mind. Chitta Shuddhi. If they follow their Gunataha, Karmataha, that Varna Dharma, then they will get Siddhi. Siddhi means purification of mind. They need not to do anything. That's why Bhagavan has given all Varnashram. Even I have quoted one, anybody knows Purusha Suktam. We always, Purusha Suktam. So in Purusha Suktam it is given, Mukham kimasya kau bahu kavuru pada uchyate. Asya Purushasya, this Virata Purusha, what is the Mukha? What is his face? Mukha means mouth. Kau bahu, what is the arms of Ishvara? Kavuru, what are the uru means thighs, and what are the padau means what are the legs. Then Brahmanasya mukhamasit, the mouth of Bhagavan is nothing but Brahmana. Bahu Rajanya Krutaha, here Rajanya means all kings. Kings comes under Kshatriya. So all arms of Ishvara, Virata Purusha is nothing but Kshatriya. Uru Tadasya Yad Vaishyaha, thighs of Virata Purusha are nothing but Vaishya. And Padbyam Shudro Ajayata, Ishvara's feet is nothing but this Shudra. Tell me, without any limb, a person can live? If our limbs are proper, intact with us, then only we can do any activity. Same way, whole Jagat is maintained by all four Varnas. Even I would say, if mouth is not there, no, it can be okay. But without arms, without thighs, how can person stand? And even without feet, how can person stay? So these are the basis. Shudra and Vaishya consider the main base of consider is the imaginary of person. In same way, Kshatriya consider as a Bhagavan's arms because they always protect. And Brahmana means all Gunataha Brahmana consider is a mouth of Ishvara because all Vedas, all knowledge come from the mouth only. So it consider whole Jagat is made up of whole four Varna. Not one is good and one is bad. So each and every Varna is their all important. Without any limb, we cannot survive. If we survive, but it makes so many difference, you know, if all limbs. That's why nobody is good or nobody is bad. All are fine only. And each person is with a shade, you know, even Brahmana Sheda, Kshatriya. Then if I have given one name, Gandhiji. Gandhiji is by birth Vaishya. Gandhiji's nature is like a Brahmana. But whole life Gandhiji is fight for freedom. So he is a Kshatriya also. So in where Gandhiji will fit? We can, so all are, shaded. There is no black and white Brahmana, Shudra, Vaishya and Kshatriya. All are shaded. Same way in Ramayana, Shabri comes. Shabri by birth Shudra, but she met Rama. So she is a Brahmana. Gunataha Brahmana, Jatitaha is a Shudra. Meera, birth by birth Kshatriya, but she is a Brahmana. Same way Vishwamitra, by birth he is Kshatriya, even Karmataha Kshatriya, but after tapas he become a Brahmana. Now we can take our Narendra Modi also. Narendra Modi, by birth, is a Vaishya, even Shudra family, really speaking. His mind is like a Brahmana, but he is a prime minister, so he is a Kshatriya. So there is no black and white Brahmana, Kshatriya, Shudra. We all are colored with Gunataha, Karmataha. But somebody asks, which one is the best? So I would say, which profession, which business we should take? It says, what gunataha, not karmataha. So if we like, according to our guna, if we choose our profession, we can enjoy. If our rajo, sattva gun predominant, if we take teaching, then we can enjoy. But being sattva predominant, and somebody say start business, so very difficult. So if gunataha, we can choose our profession, not karmataha. People have always stress because they have always chosen their profession karmataha, not gunataha. That's why they always conflict. They never enjoy their job. And if gunataha brahmana, and they say by doing this Vaishya karma, I can have more profit, then they can jump in business. They say I'm doing, but there is no job satisfaction. No job satisfaction because they are not gunataha selected. That's why it is very difficult to say this is Brahman, Kshatriya, Shudra. And even what I was talking about Vajra Suchika Upanishad, no? They say, what is real Brahmana? One who knows Brahma is called Brahmana. There is really no other Brahmanas. So people are blaming, but really speaking, all are shaded Brahmana, Kshatriya. We all are also mixture of all four. Not only we can say, I'm Brahman only. So today, even you would like to ask anything, I can make you unmute. Then anybody would like to anything? Any question? About Guna Karma Vibhagashaha? It is always on controversy.
It's a highly misunderstood concept, Swamiji, right? It's highly misunderstood by everyone. So that's why I think when we take Shastra as Pramanam, we should live exactly what it says, and then there is no confusion.
So Swaminiji, that so by nature, an individual has a certain mixture of these gunas.
Yeah.
Maybe one is more predominant, the others are less predominant, and so on. But then, by becoming a mature person, by doing his duties properly, one can change that composition, can't you? I mean, like you become more sattvic because of the way you have matured as a person.
Yeah, of course. Even they say if person is more with tamo guna, no, we cannot switch over directly to sattva guna. First, he has to go under rajoguna, then sattva guna. So slowly they can change their quality. But it can be possible. That's why only human being, no? Bhagavan has given this birth. So we can switch over. When we are very young, we are not interested what is Ishvara. But slowly, slowly we developed. So we are becoming more and more mature, more sattva guna predominant.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Sudhakarji.
No, please, you finish.
No, I was just, I work in aging research, gerontology, for instance. So there, you know, the research is, the primary goal is to help people age in a healthy way. So when they are old, they are still physically healthy and mentally they are functioning normally and things like that. But in that model, there is no acknowledgement like we do in the Shastras. There is no acknowledgement of a person growing, maturing as a person. The goal has been to avoid diseases, to avoid disability, to avoid cognitive declines, things like that. But there is no aspect of positive growth where you actually grow as a person maturing towards love for God, to love for other people. That kind of maturity is not recognized.
But
so that is why this model that you showed is very nice. I mean,
because in West, you know, they are focusing physical health. We are focusing on both. We need physical health. Is the same time we need also mental health proper. Emotionally, we should mature. And even now, our medical field have proven people are more has disease because of they are not because of mental problem. It shows off in physical problem.
I was just saying, Swami, the Shastra as Pramanam, it should be very clear, meaning it's both Veda and Vedanta, right? It's just because you get exposure to some Vedanta and all that, you cannot forget the basic tenets of Vedas. Because we don't, follow all the rituals correctly, etc. We just get into a mix of things and assume people know things and all that. That's where Pramanam means it's like you have to do what it says. Then everything else falls in place. Anyway, it's a constant learning.
So any question now? More? Question and any question?
Thank you so many. It's been clear for me and amazing, because here in the Western culture, we don't have this kind of teaching, and for me is a treasure. Thank you very much.
Sharmila ji, any question? Okay. Yeah, Ravi ji.
Swami ji, I have one more question. So this phrase, I really love this phrase, Vita Raga Bhaya Krodha. So you translated it kind of interestingly. You said person from whom Raga, Krodha and Bhaya have left. Instead of saying a person who has given up these three. Right? I mean, I find it very interesting. I think, somehow the way you're saying it is like by maturing, these things naturally happen.
Get gone, Then
whereas you don't use your willpower to give these things up.
And if they are in front of us, they cannot allure us, We cannot have craving for that. It's called they are gone. No, totally.
I reflect exactly, Ravi. That's a very good reflection. Meaning, it's like these three find themselves to have no place in that person. They don't stick anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is something I think Puja Swamiji and his disciples kind of emphasize, that when you exert your willpower and try to give these things up, there can be a lot of conflict because they're very hard to give up. And then you start judging yourself that you are no good, you are not able to give these things up. I am not a good sadhaka, this is very difficult for me. Things of that nature. And Swamiji, I remember both Swami Viditatmananda and Tattvavidananda, they always say this: don't have this conflict. And if you have this conflict, actually doing Vedanta is somewhat harmful to you, because a normal person doesn't even recognize things and he's blissfully. But you come to Vedanta and you try to give this up and you are unable to give it up and you are having all this conflict.
I go back to our Swaminiji. In fact, I am yet to see anyone else say Prasanna Vadanam is moksha. It's just that stuck with me, and I'm yet to get Prasanna Vadanam. That's a different issue. But Prasanna Vadanam is moksha. It just captures it all. So when we see Pralyar, Ganesha, we have to know that he is actually moksha. We are just not doing. We are just praying. We are not reflecting. Thank you, Swaminiji. We are delaying your dinner at this point.
No, my dinner is over. My dinner is over.
Okay. So you have healthy dinner habits, unlike us. Like we eat late and all that.
No.
Yeah, we eat late in our family too.
Night after 9 o'clock, no?
Yeah,
Around,
Matangiji
8:30 like that we eat. Yeah.
Early dinner. She always tells me don't eat late. I invariably end up eating late.
Before sunset, no? Before sunset. Yeah.
That's what they say. Before sunset is the best time to eat. Krishnanji would advise us, I think, to do the same.
I think everything is a habit. Once you form the habit, I start like I eat around 7 o'clock, 6:30, between 6:45 and 7 the dinner. Once it becomes 7, I become restless. Like I don't know. Like I have to eat something at the time. That's everything is a practice. Habit.
It's very nice, but before sunset,
Sorry, we kept it long tonight.
But if you are in Assam and Sikkim, it's very difficult to eat.
Even
that is what Swaminiji, if you are doing Sandhya Vandanam like at the junction of the two kalas, then when in tropical countries it is good because it's more or less predictable.
Yeah.
But here, the sun is there till 9 o'clock in the summertime.
Yeah, that is very difficult actually.
Yeah.
You have to eat, but you won't feel like eating.
Should we do Purnamada?
Yeah. Om Purnamada Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.